أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين المحمود على جميع الحالات، خلق فسوى وأعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى، وضعنا سبحانه وتعالى في هذه الدنيا وما تركنا هملا، بل أرسل إلينا الحبيب المصطفى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم الذي أدى الأمانة وبلغ الرسالة ونصح الأمة وتركها على محجة البيضاء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك. اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. أيها الإخوة، اتقوا الله حق تقاته وكونوا بشرعه متمسكين، ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. القائل في محكم تنزيله: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. أيها المستمعون الكرام، نلاحظ اليوم أن بعض الرجال في هذا الزمن يتشبهون بالنساء إلى درجة أن البعض أصبحوا يتحولون أجسادهم مع الظن السيء الخاطئ على أن بمجرد هذا التغيير الشكلي فقد أصبحوا نساءً. لماذا ضاعت المجتمعات هكذا؟ ولم لا نقول أن لما ضاعت المرأة دورها ضاعت المجتمعات. فالسؤال الوحيد في خطبتنا اليوم: من هي المرأة؟ من هي المرأة الحقيقية؟ أيها الإخوة والأخوات، اعلموا وعوا أن الإسلام عرف المرأة وكرمها بدورها في المجتمع على وجه الاعتزاز. أولاً، كرم الإسلام المرأة بنتاً وأختاً. عن أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه قال أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: من عال جاريتين حتى تبلغا جاء يوم القيامة أنا وهو وضم أصابعه. أخرجه مسلم. التعريف الثاني: عرف الإسلام المرأة زوجاً. قال تعالى في محكم تنزيله: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعل بينكم مودة ورحمة إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون. الروم. اليوم إذا كانت المرأة لها بيت ولها مال ولها أمتعة مختلفة، بالتالي تستغني عن الرجل، وهذا خطأ. ليست العبرة بين الزوجين في الحياة تتوفر فيها المال والأمتعة فقط، إنما العبرة بانسجام الروح والسكينة من المرأة. التعريف الأخير: عرف الإسلام المرأة أماً. قال تعالى في محكم تنزيله: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن إلى آخر الآية. وثبت عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن أبي هريرة أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال الرجل له: يا رسول الله، من أحق الناس بحسن الصحبة؟ ثم قال الرسول: أمك، ثم أمك، ثم أمك، ثم أبوك، ثم أدناك أدناك. أخرجه مسلم. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May His peace and salutations be bestowed onto His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the one who fought tooth and nail for Islam to get to every corner of the world. I request Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bestow onto him His full blessings and mercy, and whoever is to follow his footsteps till the day of judgment. Allahumma ameen. I bear full witness that none is worthy being worshipped but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whoever is worshipping anything else that isn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no doubt we consider that the highest level of oppression. I urge you believers to be Allah conscious. Allah guided us in the Holy Quran, and He was like, please, as you leave, make it a point to request Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep guiding you. Be amongst Muslims, believers, until you get to meet Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that favor. Allahumma ameen. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, we all know what's happening today on earth. We are having issues with identity. It's like we are having identity crisis. You find a man who is busy imitating ladies, to the extent that some men, why am I even calling them men? Some creatures think that just because they like imitating how ladies do stuff, they like imitating how ladies talk, how ladies relate with others, that's enough for them to be ladies. Really? To an extent that some men are even taking it to a level of changing their own body parts, thinking that that alone is enough for them to be ladies or women. Maybe it's like in these days and times, we need a question. Who is a woman? You really think you just need a thought for you to be one? No, that's not the Islamic guidance. Maybe today, if you're asked, after you're done with this sermon, please take some answers. It's not enough for just a man to think that they are female, they are women, and we qualify them. We certify them in our society that they are now women. No, check out the Islamic approach. Maybe it's because even some of the women don't even know the roles of women. That's why our societies are losing it today. When did we get to that? Maybe today, this evening, let's get some answers. Who is a woman? For us to know, whoever is trying to think, make himself believe that he is one, it's high time they knew that it's not enough. A thought is not enough for them to become women. A woman who is a female and they are not doing justice to that gender, maybe it's high time you knew them and get to know that they need to set their qualities and identities right on the right track. Islam guided us. There is no guidance that is too authentic like the guidance in Islam. Islam respected a lady and gave some roles and responsibilities to a lady that make it proud for any lady to be one. If every lady knew how Islam respected them, how Islam valued them, how Islam assigned different responsibilities to them, they wouldn't even think at any moment of becoming men. You know why? The first definition, who is a woman? كرم الإسلام المرأة بنتا وأختا. Islam made it a point to respect and define a woman, considering the earlier stages of her, even before she switches to being a woman. Islam made it a point to whoever is having a young girl as a daughter, as a sister, you really have to respect them. Why? You have to nurture them because they hold a pillar. They have a right hand in putting our societies right. That's why you really have to respect them as daughters and as sisters. You know what happened with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Anas bin Malik? An authentic tradition. Prophet was like, man ala jariyatain. If any parent is having daughters under him or her, and they are busy nurturing them, they are busy nurturing them to respect that gender as females, as ladies, Prophet promised that parent that indeed they are going to be with the Prophet just like these two fingers. And in other narrations, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made it a point that if any parent is being tested by that gender as a daughter of you, and you really apply patience as you're nurturing them, that alone is also a factor for Allah to consider to reward you on dunya and even on the last day of judgment. It only applies specifically on a girl child. It's not by mistake. Don't even lecture me about gender balancing, trying to mention that Islam is being unfair to men. No. The bigger picture is, if you respect a daughter, you respect your sister, you're doing justice to the society because they are going to be mothers tomorrow. And that takes me to the second definition of a woman. A woman is a wife. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was trying to define a woman, He made it a point in a verse, profound Quranic verse. Allah was like, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Wa min ayatihi. If you really want to know that Allah exists, that He has powers divinely, check out the magic that happens between a couple. And He gave a reason as to why a lady, a woman, is in existence. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. For this lady, for this woman, to be a source of peace and tranquility to their spouses and partners. This is what I enjoy. As I was trying to do research before standing in front of you, I made it a point to ask 10 ladies. I was touched with the explanation of one lady of the nation. She was like a woman. Way back, our mothers, our 4 grandmothers used to do whatever they used to do that you know. For their husbands, for our fathers, for our grandfathers, out of love. Because they knew their role in a society is to be a source of peace and tranquility. And guess what? Today, Every woman is trying to tarnish them, to blame and pin them, trying to call them that they were backward just because they used to do whatever they used to do in line of being peace sources and sources of tranquility. The question to you as a wife, what are you doing to your husband? Are you sure if we are to interview your husband right now, whenever they are perplexed, confused, things are not adding up, you as a wife, are you the first thing they think of, or they think of someone else? And if we are registering wives, are you not even ashamed to write your name under wives? Islam is like a woman is a wife in line with being a source of peace to their husband and spouses. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that understanding. You don't even know how painful it is to invest in a stress factor. You don't know how hard it is for a man to provide for a wife who is disrespecting to them, but they still provide. So Islam is like a woman. That's how hard it is. Be a source of peace and tranquility to whoever calls you wife. And that's the guidance of Islam. And then lastly, Islam defined a woman as a mother. And there are very many authentic narrations, Quranic verses in the Holy Quran that give that definition. Let me just pick one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran stated it well. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه. We enjoined mankind to respect his or her parents. But when Allah was giving a reason, He gave a reason that is attributed to ladies, to women, to mothers. حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ. The reason as to why a woman is defined as a mother, it's because of the travails, the difficulties, whatever you go through as a mother to bring up your kid and child. Guess what? Today, we have a lady who is looking for preachings to convince her to breastfeed her own kid. There is a couple today where a husband is concerned. You as a mother, why are you not breastfeeding my kid? And then the lady, or maybe the wife, this mother now today is like, I don't want to breastfeed your kid. Reason being, I'm not going to draw attention. Maybe I won't be too attractive to other men. Really? And we are registering mothers. Are you not even ashamed of registering your name under mothers? Guess what? There is a reason as to why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was trying to guide whoever is having a parent, he was like, one day a companion switched to him and he was like, between my dad and mom, who should I provide companionship more, better than the other? Prophet was like, Ummuk, do that to your mother thrice. And then in the fourth time, we were mentioned as men. You know what that means? As a mother, what are you doing? Are you giving your kid a reason to love you thrice better than the dad? If the answer is no, you're doing injustice to your being a woman, to your being a mother. It's not by mistake. Every mother, you must give your child a reason as to why they need to love you thrice better than their own fathers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that understanding. You and I know that the reason as to why you love your mother a lot, it's because of the stories you share together, the tears you shared together. It's not by mistake. It's naturally designed. But today, young mothers are busy calling that off, and they still want to register their names under mothers. Really? That's not the Islamic approach. Abebitibwa abampuliriza, tuli mu biseera kyeka kiyama kituuse temunnamanya. Olwaleero tulinawo abasajja nga bo balowooza tiwe banaakeera ku makya ne balowooza mbulowooza nti bafuuse bakyala kati mbu tubatikkire timwebale kufuuka bakyala. Batuuka n'okulowooza tiwe banaagenda mu malwaliro ne babakyusa ebitundu byabwe mbu ssebo ekyo kyokka kimala tutandike n'okumukkiriza nti tukwaniriza weebale kufuuka mukyala. Abantu abalina endowooza ng'eyo batuuka okulowooza nti okubeera omukyala ndowooza kyakufaanana bufaananyi oba kubeera na ddoboozi ttono. Ffe nga tubuuza ekibuuzo olwaleero, omukyala y'ani? Nabuuzizza ku bantu ab'enjawulo nga bakyala be nneesiga nga naawe enkakasa we mbakugamba okakasa ekigambo kyabwe. Mu butuufu ne baŋŋamba ebintu bingi nnyo, naye olw'obudde kambawo ebyange. Obusiraamu bwalaba omukyala ne bumuwa ekitiibwa kye okuviira ddala ng'akyali muto. Obusiraamu buwa ekitiibwa omwana omuwala, era Nabbi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam yatuuka okutugamba mu bigambo bye bituufu, tewaliiwo muzadde alera mwana muwala n'amukuza ng'alina empisa n'agumiikiriza n'amuggyamu omuntu okuggyako nga ku lunaku lw'enkomerero bagenda beera ne nabbi babiri bwe bati. Ng'obusiraamu bututendeka nga twagala okufuna omulamwa ku kye bayita omukyala, buli muzadde ayina omwana omuwala, oba oba oyina omwana akuyita brother, sister, faayo nnyo okulaba ng'omwanguyira, kubanga edduniya weetuuse. Bw'otakikola kati oliŋŋamba ng'obudde buyiseewo. Kati obusiraamu buvvuunula ti omukyala ye muntu mu mbeera ey'okubiri ow'emirembe. Ekitonde ekikyala kye kitonde Allah kye yateekawo mu bubumbwa nga bw'olowooza ku mirembe olina kulowooza ku kyo. Ate olwaleero ensi etutendeka tisebo n'omukyala oyo agendeko akambuwalemuko ayiga okuba abantu empi akaluba omutima kati mbu oyo mukyala namige. Ffe nga tugamba nti nedda, Allah mu Kulaani we yali awo okuwabula omukyala yaani yatuwa ensonga n'atugamba nti omukyala oyo yateekebwa mu dduniya okusobola okubeera ekyemirembe eri bbaawe, mu njigiriza endala eri abantu abamwetoolodde. Wabanga sisitawo alina okubanga wa mirembe eri ggwe nga brother, bw'abanga maamawo kyekimu, bw'abanga mukyalawo kyekimu, kyekimufuula nno omukyala. Kano kannyumidde nnyo, nabadde nina ekintawaanya mu mutwe nga buli mukyalo olwaleero waba alina by'ayagala okuyisaawo olufuna akazindaalo asimbukira mu bamaama baffe ne bajajja baffe. Tibamaama abo tebaali ku mulamwa bulungi, baadaagadaaganga nnyo, omukyala mwana wattu n'abonaabona ennyo. Ne ŋŋamba kannoonyeeyo omukyala eyeekulidde mu myaka, era ne munoonya ne mubuuzaako. Wallahi bye yaŋŋambye ne binsanyusa. Naŋŋamba nti mutabani, muzzukulu, byonna twabikolanga kuba twali tumanyi nti ffe abalina okutebenkeza babba baffe. Ate olwaleero osanga omukyala omufumbo olwaleero ng'omubuuza yakuweeyo ebintu bibiri byakola nga mu butuufu atebenkeza bbaawe, atwala n'eddakiika ebbiri obirowoozaako, naye okakasa jjajjaawo bw'omutuuza wansi ayinza okulemerera okubaako kyakugamba. Abakyala abaabeeranga n'eggomesa emu ng'ajambala emisana, olw'eggulo ne yeebikka ne bbaawe n'eggomesa eyo kubanga nnene, bw'oyagala okukompeyaringako olowooze kyogenda kumwenkana omukyala omufumbo olwaleero nga totebenkeza bbaawo. Tusaba Allah atuwe entegeera ng'eyo kuba obusiraamu we buluŋŋamya. Bw'olowoozanga ku mukyala, omukyala omutuufu ow'obusiraamu ye mukyala nga kya mirembe eri bbaawe. Bbaawe akulowoozaako ng'alina ebimutawaanya, aye tekikutawaanya ekyo ng'omukyala omufumbo. Bbaawe wafuna ebimutawaanya ng'akubira baganda be, naawe oli mukyala mufumbo mu maka. Ffe nga tugamba nti nedda, beera omukyala mu busiraamu, tebenkeza bbaawo. Yenjigiriza ey'obusiraamu n'akasembayo. Obusiraamu bwawa ekitiibwa omukyala olw'ekitiibwa ekinene kye balina nti be bamaama. N'abasajja ababeerimbikamu mubagobe mangu mangu, kuba kino ekitiibwa kya mukyala azaala, ti ne waaba tazaala Allah yamuteekamu embeera z'obuzadde nga zimulimu era omulabira ku mwana ng'amuleze. Allah mu Qur'ani we yali akyogerako yatuuka n'okukinnyonnyola titwakubiriza omwana Adamu okulabirira bakadde be okubaagala, naye Allah bwe yatuuka okuwa ensonga yawa ya maama. Hamalatu ummuhu wahnan ala wahn, maama oyo mwagale kansusso kuba yadaaga nnyo n'abaana. Tulina bamaama olwaleero nga bw'oyogera kudaaga ne mutabani we ajja nakujerega nti ensi ekyuse, tonyumiza bad times. Me am a mother and I don't want to hear of bad stories. Guess what? Stories ezo yitembi ze zikugatte nnyo ne mutabani wo. Yensonga lwaki Nabbi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam bwe yatuuka okugamba buli mwana yagamba kisusseemu oyagala ennyo maama wo emirundi 3 ozzeeko taatawo. Lwaki? Nga bagamba buli maama muntegeere ennyangu, wa omwana w'ensonga ekwagala emirundi 3. Tosoma busomi aya bwotyo, hadisi bwotyo nga totaddeewo nsonga mwana wo kwagala. We have mothers, tulina bamaama nga ssebo naye ayagala khutuba ayonse omwana we emyaka 2. Tulina bamaama nga bw'azaala omwana muwere myezi 2-3, naye omala otya olunaku lulamba nga oli ku ssimu nga n'ogw'omulekedde tomanyi na kumanya yakulirawa and you're contented. You're a mother. Bwe tuleeta register ereeta bamaama naawe ng'ojja n'owandiika erinnya lyo, ffe nga tugamba nti nedda bambi obusiraamu bukugoba olwo. Beera maama omutuufu kuba ye mukyala bwe yandibadde. Saba Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala atuwe entegeero eyo. Bw'onaabeera omukyala ng'obusiraamu we bugamba, teriiyo musajja atajja kwegomba beera waggulu wo. Naye bw'onaabeera omukyala atali ekyo, tonenyanga basajja kudduka kuba tewali yandiyagadde kubeera na muntu atamanyi kyalina kukola mu bubumbwa bwe. Aqulu qawli hadha wastaghfirullaha li wa lakum wa lisaa'iri almuslimina min kulli dhanbin fastaghfiruhu innahu huwa at-tawwabur rahim. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I would like to conclude today's sermon with 3 factors and points. Point number 1, I want to draw my thanks. I'm getting them from the Islamic approach to all dutiful ladies and women. Thank you for being and doing justice to that gender. There are some ladies, women, that are perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect sisters, perfect in that gender. We really have to thank them because they are a few today. Thank you. And I want to give you glad tidings that what you're doing, don't do whatever you're doing to seek thanks from human beings. No. Do whatever you're doing and get to know that Allah is proud of you and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is proud of you. Thank you for doing justice to our society. The second category of women, the undutiful ones. These are the ladies, women, that are doing injustice to that gender. Maybe you're relating with them and all they are doing is tarnishing the image of women. Please, wake up. It's not too late. Change. Be a lady. Be a woman in as far as Islam is concerned. If you're a mother, be a real mother. If you're a wife, be a wife in a true sense of being a wife. You're the mothers of this nation, of all nations. The simple appeal is, please, just do justice. Give the real meaning to that statement. You're not mothers of the nation by mistake. And then lastly, please try to motivate ladies who are really being ladies. Thank them, love them, cherish them. They are really going through a lot. And if you do that, maybe you're going to enjoy their presence. And please, get to know the right and the bad. Put the bad aside. Don't even relate with them. Maybe let them first reform. Let them first get upright, then think of making them mothers. Don't just make any woman a mother before checking, are they real women or not? Ab'ebitiibwa, maliza ebigambo byange ebyolwaleero n'ensonga 3. Ensonga esookera ddala, abakyala abasazeewo okubeera abakyala ab'obuvunaanyizibwa, abakyala abafumo nga bakola kye balina okukola, bamaama ba buvunaanyizibwa bafaayo ku zadde lyabwe. Mwebale nnyo, Allah abeenyumirizaamu, n'omubaka gwe tusomako abeenyumirizaamu. Njagala obbakakasa titewaliiwo ayinza kuwa mpeera gy'ogwanidde, wabula bw'onaasisinkana Katonda wo ojja kwegomba ebbanga lyeyongereko mu bwamaama oba ebbanga lyeyongereko mu bwo okubeera omukyala eri bbaawo. Ekibinja ekyokubiri, waliwo abakyala abakoze ekinene ennyo okuvumaganya abakyala. Be bakyala ababbi, be bakyala abenzi, be bakyala abakoze buli kibi kyonna ne batuuka n'okuleetera abavubuka abato abatannawasa ti abakyala abalungi baweddeyo. Abakyala abo nabo gye bali, twagala okubagamba timweddeko. Waakiri yandibadde ejjenda ndala neetabeera jjenda ya mukyala. Muzuukuke, era bw'oba onoonya omuntu gw'okolagana naye bambi tomala ganoonya bunoonya muntu bw'otyo. Noonya omukyala nga bw'onaamufuula maama agenda beera maama mulungi, nga bw'onaamufuula omukyala mu maka tagenda kukumenya mutwe. Be bakyala abo abalungi be tubadde twogerako mu ntandikwa. Ate ababi basooke batereere, then tubakomyewo tubeere nabo mu bulamu bwaffe. N'ekisemberayo ddala, waliwo ensonga lwaki babayita bannakazadde b'eggwanga. Bayite bagamba maama alaba mutabani we gwazadde ng'amulabamu essaawa 2 mu wiiki. Bayite bagamba maama eyeetaaga omwegayirira sebo oleete n'omuwalimu ewaka bw'ayonse mutabani wo. Obwannakazadde obwo mubuwa amakulu amatuufu. Mulere abaana ababbi bakendeere, mulere abaana abasiyazi bakendeere, mulere abaana abantu abanneeyisa embi bakendeere. Ye maama omutuufu era bw'obwannakazadde obutuufu. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Warḍa Allahumma anil arba'ati al-khulafa منهم أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم ثبتنا على دينك يا مقلب القلوب والأبصار. ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلي اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.